Shalom, shalom. This is Amawan from the Lions Den Camp of Yasha Allah, coming at you guys with another lesson. Hope it's edifying to the Akim, to anyone that's out there listening. Before I get into it, I want to give all praises to the Father and the Son in their holy proper names. Call Halayimlah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Bahashim, Ha, Rakak, Wadash, Ba'amath. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, and salutations to the Akim that's pushing this truth and with the gospel, diligently around the four corners of the earth. The lesson I'm getting into today is based upon wisdom, gaining wisdom, and actually, having profit from having wisdom. All right. So let me get into it. This is Proverbs 4 and 5. It says, "Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding." So with this wisdom and understanding of the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh, he wants us to cleave unto it. He doesn't want us to forsake her. He doesn't want us to cast off, of what he says he wants us to do. All right. So he wants us to cleave unto him, to have faith in him, all right? To trust in him by doing what? Loving him by doing the works of what he says, of what he commanded us to do. Speaking for the men, all right? So the Most High Yahweh says to get wisdom and get understanding. That's the principal thing, man. What's the acronyms for Bible? It says basic instructions before leaving earth, man. So, with this knowledge, all right, this is how we measure the times. This is how we know what times that we are in. This is how we gain salvation. This is how we escape the upcoming destruction. All right, that's the principal thing. This is what's gonna give us more. Shalak, this is what is gonna give us profit. All right, in the time of drought, man. In the time of famine, in the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, because this is going to be the stability of the times to come. So you have to gain wisdom, you have to gain knowledge, you have to gain understanding of who your powers is, man. So I'm gonna go to Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 28. Cause what it says to not forsake her, man. It says if you keep her, she shall preserve thee. All right, preserve thee from what? The time of trouble. This is Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 28. It says, For Yahweh loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom. For she is more beautiful than the sun, and above all the odor of stars. Being compared with the light, she is found before it. So this wisdom is better than the light, better than the sun, because the words of wisdom is the light, all right? The spirit of Yahweh is the spirit of light, all right? So these words and this understanding, all right, if you take it in, all right, you eat up the bread, eat up the meat and drink for the water, all right, consume it daily, and studying it at the same time, all right, that light will shine before thee, people around you would see that light, man, and I've heard it many times, as for so many years of me being in this truth, man, people will walk up to you and be like, "Man, you're glowing. You have a glow on you, man." But that glow comes from Yahweh Shah, that shineth within us, for the ones that believe in Him. All right, but it said what it says. It said, "For Yahweh loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom." So the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, they love the ones that love of him, that trust in him, all right? And the ones that keep his words, man, in the inward parts. All right. All right, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 11. It says, "Wisdom is good with an inheritance, and by it there is profit to them that see the sun." All right, so what? It says wisdom is good with an inheritance, and that's the profit, all right? Because wisdom does come with an inheritance, man. You know, the kingdom. All right. It says, and by it there is profit to them that see the sun, see the light, man. So, you know, it's profit for them that have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. All right. Blessed are they that seek, you know, that see the righteousness, you know, the truth and the righteousness, all right, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right, it says, for wisdom is a defense and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. All right. So that's the defense, all right, that we gain, you know, with wisdom, all right, because as it says in Proverbs 18:10, it says the name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous run of it to it, and it is safe. So that's the defense that we have. That's the pavilion that we will gain if we was to continue to dwell with wisdom, man. All right, continue on thereon with the righteous wisdom, the truth, the holy scriptures. All right. It says wisdom is good with an inheritance, and by it there is profit to them that see the sun. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. All right, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth light to them that have it. All right, so money is a defense. It's really not a defense, man, because money is nothing but fiat currency. It's a made up currency, man, that people use to buy and sell and trade. All right, money can only get you so far, man. All right, because money can't deliver you in the time of trouble. All right, you can't save yourself with money, man. But only with the real riches you can save yourself, man. You know, by doing the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, because what it says Yahweh loveth none with them that dwell of wisdom, not with money, but with righteous money. All right, the spiritual money. You know, the token, you know. So again, it says, for wisdom is a defense and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it, man. So you have to have the excellency of knowledge, all right? Like it says Isaiah 33:7. It says, let me get it. 6, it says, in wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right. So that token that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is giving us, man, you know, it says that's going to be the stability of thy times. All right. That's going to be the money. That's going to be your defense, man. You know. So let me get all right, this is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus chapter 11, verse 20. It says, be steadfast in thy covenant, and be conversant therein, and wax old in thy work. Marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord Yahushua, and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord under sudden to make a poor man rich. So what it says, be steadfast in thy covenant, all right, and be conversant therein. Now let's look up that word conversant. Conversant. It says familiar with or knowledgeable about something. All right. It says a similar for conversant is well informed about, knowledgeable about, proficient, experienced, practicing. All right, up to speed on. All right. So back at Sirach 11:20 says, be steadfast in thy covenant, and be conversant therein, and wax old in thy work. So be knowledgeable in thy work, be acquainted with thy work, be familiar with thy work, and wax old in thy work. All right, so grow. It says to grow in the wisdom, grow in the work. It says, marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. It says the blessing of the Lord is in the reward of the godly, and suddenly he maketh his blessing to flourish. All right, so if you do well in wisdom, all right, it's profit therein, because you're gaining salvation. You're growing in the truth. You're becoming what Yahweh Shem Yahushua wants you to be. All right, and it's a sure reward when you continue therein, when you continue on the path of righteousness, when you continue at the straight gates. All right, so it's just to wax old in thy work, to grow, in thy work, to be steadfast, to be continuing. It says, marvel not at the works of sinners. So don't envy, sinners of this world, ones that's in prosperity at this current moment. All right, because at this very moment we are in prosperity, because we are prospering in this truth. All right, we're gaining knowledge, we're gaining understanding. All right, we're gaining, more brothers. We're bidding more back to the marriage. That's a profit. That's an investment that we're doing. We're investing in our salvation. All right, not investing in the flesh. All right, so don't envy the sinners. It says, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor, for it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. All right. It says the blessing of the Lord is in the reward of the godly, and suddenly he maketh his blessing to flourish. Say not, what profit is there of my service, and what good things shall I have hereafter? Come on, man. So don't ask about what you're gonna get, from doing the work, man. You have to know what you're gonna get. You gotta know what you're gonna receive at the end when you finish the race, man. Because after every race is a reward. All right, and after this upcoming race that we're currently in, the reward is salvation. The reward is gaining in the kingdom. The reward is having the knowledge, the wisdom, and understanding in our inward parts, 100%, and being written in the book of life, man. All right, so don't say what profit is there of the service of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because it's plenty profit. All right, because the scripture says, stack your riches